Oh my god, we're back. We're back. We are so back. Oh shit, and we're starting. Wow, is that ever good timing? Let's go. Alright, let's get the crafting list up. Get my things all settled. So the tornado has stopped, which is good because I don't want to get blown away, taken to freaking Caliba or something. Okay, it looks like we have what, Busbiters in the south, and they've opted to go all in on iron, where their opponents up in the north have done less. 4 on copper, 26 on iron right now, to 40 on... Oh, hold on. Oh, maybe I told a lie. No, I think they've just put down their copper. So I think, yeah. So they did nearly 40 on iron, and then got into copper. North is getting power set up right away, which makes sense. Let's get the research information. Remember, they start with the electric mining drills. Okay, so North is already mining into chests some coal. We'll see what they put that to, see how they use that. Let's go ahead and pin that, because I lost my pin when I had the dip. Okay, looks like the beginnings of stone mining for the north. And they're using wooden chests, which is notable. The traditional coal circles coming up for the south. Well, south continues to expand iron burners. Okay, we have our somewhat less traditional mining setup for south for stone. Normally you see this sort of 4 into 1 chest situation going on, but they're opting for what could be a little more wasteful. Alright, because this is 12 miners taking up 6 chests, or they could have done this 12 miners taking up 3 chests only. And we have the handcrafting queue up, so it looks like Pavev in the south may be responsible for science, whereas Kochito in the north is responsible for science right now. Pavev running around getting some rocks. Oh! Interesting to note that there's some water in this copper. And that's going to be the case on the north side as well, because remember, these are mirrored maps. North has less copper mining going on than south. Interesting that south put down a steam engine but no boiler for it. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but you'd get more use out of it if you put the steam engine behind the other one. Yeah, I'm sorry they didn't see that in the map selection. It may have actually been off the preview. I'm not sure how far out it goes. Okay, south has reached parity with the science, with red science. However, that means that north is ahead on automation tech. Oh wait, you know what? That's a lie. South just completed automation. North is behind in that regard. South is researching gun turrets now. We'll see how that pays off for them. I'm not sure how they're going to put that to benefit, but we'll see. So you'll note that this energy interface is hooked up seemingly to a power pole, yet there's no power being drawn. This is sort of an interesting entity here. This only starts producing power if they put down a laser turret. They'll get 50 megawatts out of that guy if they ever put down a laser turret. That's roughly 50 steam engines worth. Okay, that's interesting. So South is using mining drills, mining into burner drills for coal, using the burner drills as buffers. Normally you see that with going right into a boiler from the steam engine. You know what? They didn't ever fuel this. Oh, they did, but it ran out. I wonder if that indicates that South is maybe struggling with coal. But they have their very first beginning of a automation. But as my co-spectators point out, they have half of their stone not fueled. I'm not sure if that's intentional for them or not. We'll see. It looks like they have had a visitor from the biter gallery. Squished dead right there. I'm wondering if this is an intentional positioning of the smelter lane, because it certainly looks like they're going to put themselves into a position where they can't do anything with this. Let's visit the north for a bit. Right now, north just has some handcrafting assemblers down. Pretty good strategy. And we'll check out the resource. Looks like north is a bit ahead on iron production, coal production, stone production, copper production. They're ahead in almost every regard except for science. They have not made as much science. And they're also not researching anything either. Okay, there it goes. They've just started military. South might want to visit their power plant. Okay, have some more handcrafting assemblers over here next to what looks to be their first smelting lane, or mining lane at least. We'll see where they put that and how it fits into their overall plan as time goes on. Comes another biter. This is going to be emblematic of what the teams are going to be dealing with throughout this. And as you can see, just as a pistol was able to clean it up, no problem at all. Pistols are fine. Pew, 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 pew. You can easily kite them away with a pistol, no problem, barely an inconvenience. Now what's interesting is that North is making better use of their players' crafting than South. Pavev down here, not really participating with the handcrafting, which doesn't mean he's doing something wrong. It could be that they have a different plan than the North. It's just different. But they do have automation. They've already automated 5 miners. Huh, cool. You see intermediate products. That's neat. Let's take a look at the burners. See how each team is, or how well each team is getting and keeping their burners fueled. They've invested a lot of materials into these burner drills, especially so early into the game. They need to get the resources out of it. And to do that, they need to fuel it. Here we go. We have half a stack here. Set up by Cochito. See, this looks like it's going to lead into something more permanent, right? Like, there's all this room over here that they can build into, whereas with this first lane, it's just sort of there. But there was another furnace lane. Yes, you can't put landfill into the center. There's also no artillery, no nukes. It's vanilla, so there's no rocket turrets. Okay, we see here what looks to be the expansion of North's iron. But note that I'm not going to put my mouse over it, but note that all of their boilers are out of fuel. And Clutch just ran past. And they're out of power. They're dead. They're dead in the water. Or dead on the land, as it were. So Clutch going to come over here and clutch it up, fuel it. But that's pretty costly. That could let South catch up, or, as it seems, pull ahead. South quite far ahead in iron, catching up quickly with copper. So we'll see if that momentary lapse in power costs them. Okay, I'm sorry, what? North finished gate? Was that an accidental research? I'm always afraid to type here because, like, that's not a cheap tech. That's 100 red and 100 green science. Wait, no, hold on. No, that must be a trigger somehow. Sorry, hold on. There's something fishy here, okay? 100 red, 100 green. They don't even have green science. This is a trigger tech of some kind. I'm not sure what triggered it. Maybe building walls. But let's have a look down at South. They have what looks to be a pretty convincing mall setup coming here. Just mining into, putting outputs into chests right now, gears and green circuits, with a little baby. Oh, look at this! They didn't drag the belt all the way. That could be costly. So I don't know if someone should have probably dragged that that belt. They're gonna want to, be making belt. Look at that. That's pretty bad. Will Zaspar notice? I wonder. He does notice. So that was Zaspar who first built it, and Zaspar who fixes it. But that's a pretty expensive blunder. That's pretty expensive, unfortunately, for them. But North has not quite as much copper automated in terms of smelting. They also haven't automated coal to power yet. So they're going to be on the hand feeding plan for quite a while. And you'll note I said earlier that these teams have invested a lot into their burners. North copper burners are almost completely unfueled, whereas Pava just fed theirs in the south, and most of South's iron burners are operational. So are their stone. So this early into the game, it looks like South might have a slight advantage. Certainly North has made more stone, but South has made significantly more iron, and these bases are made of iron in Factorio. So they have made 151 miners in the south to North's 110. And that's a kind of advantage that lets you continue to get an advantage. Ooh, we have a good call out here. That's this has been fixed in 1.1. This inserter no longer works because it's holding coal. What happened is when the furnace was fed, whoever was feeding it dragged their mouse cursor with coal onto the inserter, and so dropped a piece of coal into it. I can't open an inserter, unfortunately, but you can do that. It's fixed in 1.1. But that's going to be costly too, because I believe that's all of their science production. Right? Yeah, they don't have this online just yet. Oh, they're doing military. Look at this. That's why North has so much more stone. They're going straight to military science. Are they going to be doing a rush, perhaps? Let's find out. Oh, we have another little attack coming over here. Zaspar or Dalvos will have to defend it. But if they don't, this is going to be an annoying amount. Yep, there goes a belt broken, another belt broken. But oh, South has grenades now. Good for them. Good for them. That's going to be extremely important. If you don't have grenades, you're dead. You must have grenades. And both teams... they don't have a research yet because you start with some grenades. That's why. That's why. Oh, over here. Another one. Comes Pavev maybe to deal with it. Yep. Pew pew pew. Got it. Fixes the belt. Still, you'll note Dalvo's just still fueling the burners. I mean, I said it before and I'll say it again. North's burner copper is almost completely offline. South is still rolling happy. And North gonna run out of power again. It's like Runebogler either saw some mouse cursors or figured it out. And he added some pipes there, so now get full use out of those boilers. Okay, we have, looks like the early parts of science here. Bunch of miners south are idle. Yep, good call out. Those might be for this lane here that's coming up. Dalvo's taking a little bit of damage somehow. Maybe trying to kiss some biters. Still a peaceful game. No side has sent any signs to the other side, which makes sense. We have some hand-fed green signs for south. They're not researching anything right yet, but they have researched blue inserters, radars, and steel, whereas North's still working on their steel. And it looks like they fixed it. Fixed that one inserter. Runebogler coming in, fueling everything. Got to keep on top of it. And it looks like they're going to concede a turret up here. I don't know if that's no one cares. Oh, that's a pretty reasonable size wave of biters coming in. But you'll notice that North has opted to use stone furnaces to manipulate the pathing of biters. They do a pretty good approximation of walls. Now, will they cycle this turret back? It's 88 health. They could cycle it out for this one next to the silo, but that takes time. You don't always need to do it. Okay, we have big science up already for south. That's a big 40 labs worth of science, and they're putting it towards heavy armor. And this in the south, we've got some pretty big steel production coming up. That'll be going towards military science, buffering up for the push into oil, blue science and beyond. South not taking any time to put up any sort of defenses. As a matter of fact, they've taken down defenses that they started with. These stone walls are all gone. You know what? They made a liar out of me. Some gun turrets. Pavev coming down here to put down a radar. You want to have some advanced scouting. Plus, it tells you what's where on the map. So you know where the biters are. North finishing their steel axe. Ooh, that's pretty costly. If South is going towards military science, they're going to want to have had a lot more stone. And with all of their burners out, they're not going to have it. Okay, team's even on steel axe. Looks like Dalbo's getting up this stone mining, which will go into, most likely here. 23 miners on this patch. You'd think they could put another one down here. Get 24, put maybe another one here. 25. Because, yeah, Zaspar's got to fuel these by hand, get them started, because they can take quite a while. So judging from right now, oh my god, North still hasn't automated coal to the power plant. I'm wondering now if this is intentional or if it is just something that they forgot to do. Okay, we have automated grenades coming up now for Roomba. Well, semi-automated, hand-fed. And we might be close to the end of the handcrafting queue's usefulness. Pretty good scout here. So now they can see this way the biter is moving through the trees. Also, one biter here stopping to destroy a tree. I don't know why, they do that sometimes. Yeah. Looks like a pretty good build. And let's dismiss that. We're done with that for now. Let's check in with the team stats. So South they're now 11,000 iron plates ahead, 4,000 copper plates, 150 steel. Yeah, this would appear to be South's game to lose with that sort of resource advantage. Zaspar is probably going to want to start automated grenade production here. Similar sort of setup here. However, only 12 labs for North, and they're not buffering any science into chests. Appear not to have an interest in that. See, use of a blueprint. This blueprint was almost certainly brought in or created in the game itself. I don't believe you're allowed to bring in blueprints with you. That'd be kind of crummy. Yes, that could be a brutal military rush by North. 30 science so far. However, South is going to want to have a lot more iron than that. Well, is it still really a rush if we're 25 minutes into the game? I wish they would put like a radar right here. Come on. I know there's turrets here. Right there. There's got to be a turret. here is the push. 12.8%, not quite to medium biters yet. Not quite. That might have been a mistimed send. Oh wow, look at this. They've gone to the west, South has, to get more coal. They're going to use that for another larger power plant and integrate that into a coal buffer. Interesting. It's odd that they put it there. But in 0.2%, South is going to have to contend with medium biters. Medium biters, oh sorry, my mistake. 17% is medium biters. So again, I don't know if that was a mistimed send by North or not. They have maybe jumped the gun. Let South in on the secret. 60 science in the chest here for North, just waiting to hang out. I don't know if that's going to increase the threat. Oh, here we go. Here's this weakened turret. It'll hold the ground, no problem here against these small biters. Well, not that it's run out of ammo. Boggler here to save the day. With their grenade automation, they're certainly going to be not any danger of dying to biters anytime soon. Although, are they still hand-fed only? I guess they're planning to drop iron in here. Okay, it looks like we have automated coal to power for North, finally. Oh wow, look at that very close oil. Well spotted. Okay, with that send of 120 military science, South is well and truly into the era of medium biters. And we see here a medium biter was spotted, a medium spitter was spotted. That means they're walking on their way. This is still going to be smalls, so no worries here. That said, when they volley like that, it's going to cause a lot of damage. Here's Pavev here with a grenade to clean up, machine gun to help clean up. No belts, Pavev, naughty. You're going to want to have belts to help clean up. Now North is at 17% as well, thanks to a pretty big send from South. That said, North still has a 60 military science left. Not anymore, they just sent it. Next milestone is going to be 50% for big biters. That's going to be a ways off. See the notice of a medium spitter on the North. No surprise. Now, South, oh, that's a pretty big attack. Medium biter, bit tough to kill. Zaspar has not made himself a submachine gun yet. That could be a mistake. They're pretty good here. They have a lot to clean up. You can see these medium biters take a lot of effort to kill with just a pistol. Zaspar running around, got his tennis shoes on, but now he's got to clean up and rebuild. Here comes another pretty big attack right into the waiting turrets. Medium spitter, splat, no problems. Wow, this is a pretty good wave. How's North faring? No problem. Clutch here, clutching it out. Those jokes will never stop, by the way. They'll never stop. With the radar here, they're going to see, well, they should see this, the big band of red coming right on them. But no one's here. Pavev's here, that's it. If these fighters don't walk into the turrets, it could be pretty bad. Okay, they have gone into attack mode. Where are they going? Here comes Pavev to intercept. Get them all bunched up. Grenade, grenade, grenade. Done. Back to work. Easy. So look at this. Killing trees. North has completed oil. Catching up. North, stronger explosives, then doing lab speed. Interesting. Why is South researching? Holy moly, look at that. That's a big attack. Pavev defending. You want to be here with the grenade. Okay, so these are two waves and they've split off. They didn't merge, which they can do sometimes. But this going right into the turrets, no problems, no damage. Just a little bit of time. So North is making 1.1 military science per second. South's making 1.2 with the assembler 2s. So if all else stays equal, that's more science they can send. Now, they are having steel back up here in these furnaces, which isn't necessarily a problem because each furnace will buffer 100 steel inside of it. What's Zaspar building here? Gears? What are you building for, Zaspar? Oh, are you building up blue science? Are those going to make engines? Almost certainly. Okay, another big escalation from the north to the south, sending 168 science, military science, 26% evolution. Another big attack wave. Pavev looks to be the primary defender. Squish, squish, squish. Clean that one up, no problem. Now, Davos, way off in the east, getting oil. Hand smelting copper for some reason. Maybe he's out of power poles. Oops. Yeah, it looks like he's pretty low on power poles, so he's making copper to handcraft it. But he only has a pistol. Interesting. Okay, this is going to be a pretty big 22 assembler red circuit build, most likely. North defending, Roomboggler. He is out of grenades, it seems, but he's got submachine gun and a bunch of ammo, so he'll be fine. That said, over here, will he come and get in range? Yes. Aggresses them, gets them coming, and guns them down. No problem. Wait, he went further for less oil. Isn't that interesting? Another big attack for the south. Pavev coming to intercept. Let's ride along with Pavev as he defends this attack. Oh, don't get surrounded. If you get surrounded, you're gonna die. Does he have fish on him? I could open the inventory and look, but it's more exciting this way. Fish, if you're not familiar, heal you. He's going to intercept here. He has 19 fish. He's not choosing to use them. No grenades. Oh no, he does have grenades. There, he has 1 grenade left. Will he repower this? Well done, Pavev. Taking one for the team. Okay, big send by South up to the north, getting them equal, and actually pulling North ahead on the evolution, almost at 30%. And sending a fish to spy. Boggler's still defending, taking a bunch of hits here. Cleans it up. Oh, yeah, good call out here. These inserters here, I'm not going to put my mouse cursor over them because Zaspar can see them. They probably should have been filtered, but what he's done is he's just deconstructed them. Mark for deconstruction, as you can see. That turns them off. Oh boy, 4 big attack waves coming for the South to deal with. Right here, Pavev, Dalvos coming to defend. Pavev dealing with 2 waves, perhaps 3. Dalvos with 1 big one. But the derps are getting hung up on the trees, giving Dalvos plenty of time to wiggle back and forth. Get them all bundled up. He's going to grenade these. It's going to be beautiful. Watch this. Oh my god. It's going to be so satisfying. Wait for it. Wait for it. Boom. Oh my god. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. Oh man. North has medium biters. It's still, it's 50% until we get to big biters. So North is okay for the time being. But I think they're falling behind. Well, I mean, they're already behind. They're now 25,000 iron behind, 16,000 copper behind. South researching towards flamethrowers, looking to get some nice static defenses. They might not need it. Look at this. This is a giant attack wave. If North doesn't defend it, that will do a lot of damage. Boggler has seen it, going to intercept. Are these furnaces going to keep him at bay long enough? It looks like it. Smush, smush. But it was a juke. The labs are taking a catastrophic hit. All of this science. Oh no. Oh, the humanity. Clutch, dead. Ooh, that's a tough one. That's tough. That said, it's coming right back at South. That is not a small attack wave. Now, North has 50 science in the box. Are they going to send it? It seems like South is getting very lucky that these are hewing away from the production and to the resource gathering. Rebuilding the production is a lot more painful than rebuilding the miners and all of that. Okay, don't lose sight that these are out of ammunition. Pavev has to go save them or replace them. Will he rearm it, I wonder? This is a ping from Pavev. So he has called this out. I'm not sure why he pinged that. Okay, Kajido sending 80 science, pushing them to 30%. Meanwhile, North 32% evolution. North getting ready to start their own red circuit build. That said, South is already buffering red circuits. South is so far ahead right now. It seems insurmountable. Okay, both teams have flamethrowers. Very interesting. Is that for personal use, or is that going to be for turrets? It looks like personal use for the time being. Come on, guys. Throw us a bone. Put a radar down here, will ya? South with nearly 300 red circuits buffered. But they're losing production because the inserter isn't fast enough. So as for building out, undoubtedly the Blue Science engines and Blue Science assemblers themselves, they are kind of struggling here with the... Oh, you know what? Oh, hold that thought. Pavev has a car. He has a car. And a flamethrower. Oh my god, flamethrower is OP. Even the personal one. Whew. That said, I don't know about you, but if I had a flamethrower, oh my word. If I had a flamethrower, I would be very, very careful about setting them on fire when they're running towards me. Let's not lose track of these over here while Runeboggler's defending. There's no one over here. Clutch off in the middle of nowhere getting oil while the base dies. Conchito coming over. Runeboggler dealing with his own things, telling Conchito, bro, you gotta fix it. And defend he does. Biter is taking a huge bite out of the turret. Meanwhile, all the stone is dead. So they'll have to fix that. But defense is more important, isn't it? Reasonable bet. And you can see how this pulls your attention away. Oh, that is well spotted. This oil is not connected. Clutch. That is a catastrophic problem if he doesn't fix it, or doesn't notice. Here comes attack wave right at Dalvos' face. He's like, I don't care. So these are biters, not spitters. Covering fire from Panev. Great communication there. Excellent teamwork. That said, this is one little biter over there. Oh, toasty. Okay, we have some sulfur coming here for Blue Science. Blue Science already producing, already going into labs. Yep. It's a bloodbath. Productivity modules getting produced. It's just tough. Well, that said, Vesper has to power that back. Okay, good, good. Did this get hooked up? Baller defending. What's he working with here? Still a submachine gun. Not many... Oh, grenades. Okay, so when he's holding them in his hand, they disappear from his inventory. Fair enough. Perhaps exploiting this little body of water to mess with the pathing. Good job if so. Another attack coming from the west. Pavev dealing with an attack in the south. No problems with the flamethrower. As long as he can defend it, or get aggro and set them on fire, or get them close to him, the flamethrower will do an amazing job. Meanwhile, Runeboggler's kind of getting pulled in all directions here. I feel like a push from the south of Blue Science is gonna end things. Okay, did Clutch find this? Okay, it's pipe extent length issue. 350 tiles. It's gonna need to be a lot shorter. Okay, the pump gets it done, no problem. They have oil successfully. Yep, big issue here. As far as getting it ready for advanced oil production. Will he fix his mistake? What is he looking at? Where is his mouse cursor? Over there. Looking south. Bit of a weird lull here. In the north, it looks like... not looks like. North is going flamethrower turrets. Oh my god! Look, if you wanna... If you think that killing a bunch of biters, a bunch of small biters with a grenade is hot, and yes, I realize the pun. No pun intended. Wait until the flamethrower turrets get activated. It is a sight to behold. You just love to see the flamethrowers putting up a wall, stopping all of the biters. Oh my god, okay, so this is what they've done. Very clever, using 2.0's mirroring feature. All of the oil is jumping underneath. Very clever. That's how I do it. Pav intercepting an attack wave here. No problems again with the flamethrower. Another big wave over here that he'll have to pivot for. But, I mean, you've got to protect the production. Oh my god, this copper goes, but he's got a car. Look at this. This madman with a car. Oh, don't die. Use your fish. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Oh, that biter didn't walk into the fire. But it's chewing on a rock. It's chewing happily on a rock. Okay, let's take a look at what South's got going on with their blue science. Right now, they're not making enough plastic. Okay, plastic is getting beefed up right now, no problems. And they do have acid already. Oh, that's too far. There you go. But they're not buffering up their blue science. They're only researching right now. What are they researching? Low density structure. They're going right to yellow science. Oh, look at this. North has stopped all of their military science production. They are no longer interested in military science. They are interested in military defense. And to do that, they need to get these flamethrowers operational. But they're missing pipes here. Look at this. They didn't notice. None of these are working. And they lost one. Oh my god, those are so expensive. Oh my word. Oh, that's so bad. Did Humbugler die? He did die. Oh, that's pretty bad. That's really bad. Clutch looting. Oh, yeah. Nice wave here. This is what North needs. All of this science just getting eaten up. Very, very expensive. There's Pavev defending finally, but that's a lot to rebuild. That is not a trivial amount to rebuild. At some point soon, they're going to need static defenses. Now I suspect, like I said, I've not played biter battles before, but I suspect that every so often you would want to take just a blueprint of your base, just so you could pace it down and see what needed to get put back. Because you don't see ghosts when something's destroyed until you have construction bots researched. Pavel driving a car with 60 health on it. Is he making another car? Conchito making handcrafting miners. Has a flamethrower turret in his hand. Clutch dancing around two spitters while setting up walls. Funny. So while North is finishing red belt, South is finishing. Oh, that's a big loss. I missed that one. Ooh, that's a lot. But that said, no, they're gonna need that back. Ooh, they lost a copper buffer too. That's well spotted. That's 1,200 copper they've lost. They've lost 1,000 iron to biters. But that said, they're 30,000 iron ahead, 40,000 copper ahead. Like, it hardly matters. As long as they can still rebuild and still defend, it doesn't matter. Okay, it looks like South is getting into the static defenses game. They know that they're at 30% and big biters are pretty close. It's also interesting that they have now rebuilt this. So that's interesting. Do they not need that iron? What's this deconstructed? Okay, it's just marked for deconstruction. That's a temporary thing. Attack wave over here, attack wave over here. Are they going to take out this coal patch that's been here for quite a while? Yes, and that takes out the copper too. Oh man, that's... Yep, there goes the power. Here comes Pavev, maybe? Yep. Puts the car down. So he's either made a new car or repaired it. Most likely made a new one. Yep, toasty, toasty, toasty. I'm curious if South is going to put down flamethrower turrets. So now he's got to rebuild this belt. The power... Kill this biter. Okay, power is reestablished, but this belt is completely dead, and that's going to be quite a nasty belt delay over here. It's coming all the way across the base. Saspar defending? Well, okay, this was a blueprint that he made, no big deal. Their science is operational again. Okay. I thought the plastic on the science belt was a mistake, but it isn't. That's really clever. You see this here? You would think, but it's just one tile. It's like it's not jumping anything. What gives? This is peeling off the plastic. This is going into a low density structure at some point when they have time. Pavev extending the wall. Coal is flowing. Copper is flowing again. Now, let's keep an eye on their power. They're already struggling here. Well, maybe not. This is intentionally deprioritized. Check out this. North is going to purple science. South researching blue circuits. Pavev defending. Biters killing trees. How's North hanging out here? They're still throwing down their static defenses. They have quite a number of their flamethrowers operational now, and that's going to really, really extend. Oh my gosh, this is so smart. Look at this. They have dedicated oil production for their flamethrower turrets right there. Will South take the same approach? It doesn't look like it. South's static line is going to be much closer. Watch this. Look at this. They don't even need to be here anymore. It's crazy. Look at this. Is this just not the hottest thing you've ever seen? And this fire will sit here. Look at this. The biters are all dead, but the fire is so... Oh no. I mean, it works great as long as the biters don't go around your wall, right? So the fire's still there, by the way. We may have a bit of a lull. Kind of maybe a gentleman's agreement not to push science. North buffering walls, south expanding their base. Much closer walls. Not choosing to use the close oil and have that inside the base for their defenses or whatever. But 3 large waves coming for south to deal with, but they're going to crash on the wall. No flamers to push them back, but the walls will give plenty of time to react. Okay. South buffering military science again. Thinking about pushing North's evolution. Good thinking. We're coming up on an hour. So one thing to keep in mind when you're spectating, the players can see the mouse cursors. So with all these mouse cursors here, that's where I can see all those mouse cursors. Okay, so you might be wondering, what the hell is this? Isn't this supposed to be whatever? Yes, they're doing evil things with mixed pipes. Oh, Moonbogger died. How did he die? Oh, he maybe got trapped against the wall? Yeah, that's unfortunate. That isn't going to be likely a consequential death, I don't think. Okay, LDS operational. Yellow Science is built and producing and buffering. So this is going to be perhaps a very nasty surprise. What do they jump to if they send 100 science, 100 yellow science? Up to 50%. Yep. So as soon as this box hits 100 science, North is going to be very glad to have their flamethrower turrets up. But will they need to bring it around and fully close it off? Yeah, putting the cracking into the same pipe is, I mean, that's kind of sketchy to me, but that's not something I would do. But then again, I wouldn't use mixed pipes anyways. So, you know, whatever. Okay, 138 military science hanging out here waiting to be made. South is not making any more because they have no more coal. Okay, here comes the emptying of the coal buffer. Such as it is. There's not a lot here, actually. Okay, Dalbo's hooking up more iron, or more coal. Because this patch is almost, oh, look at this. A rotated miner. Costly. Okay, North emptying their labs. I'm not sure what the mass pinging here was. North having to deal with some biters, but oh, they don't have their flamethrowers this far yet. That's going to be a problem. Here comes Runebogler to defend. Is he going to bring the defense with him? Now, note that this isn't 2.1. You don't get the diagonal flamethrowers. Only the 4 cardinal directions. Okay, North just had 120 yellow signs sent to them. They now have big biters to contend with. South holding steady at 30.8%, 31% evolution. Pavev defending. Flamethrower in hand. Walking through fire. Probably not the smartest thing to do, but it gets the job done. Now, South has stopped 12 of their blue science. So they're running half blue science now. They want to conserve red circuits for yellow science production, or blue circuits in general. And they've hand-fed a buffer here of green circuits. North has finished up... Oh boy. Here's some big biters. First big biters of the game. Crashing against the walls and turrets. Yeah, this is the problem. You've been outflanked by the biters. Oh, we have a breakthrough. We have a breakthrough. This is what killed Team Steel Axe. Another expensive flamethrower. Ooh. Oh, they do not want to lose that oil tank. Oh, it's getting set on fire. Oh. Note that this pipe is dead too. Every mouse cursor on this thing, Clutch is gonna be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is happening here? Oh my god! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, dead. No more oil buffer. I'm assuming he's rebuilding it. Yep, there it's back. Still need to hook it up. That was a lot of oil that was lost, and now he left. This isn't hooked up. There's no inputs. What are the... Wait, what are these... Oh, it's their internal buffer. How did I not know that they have an internal buffer? And are they going to break through these walls? They've broken through the walls again. They need more walls. North not defending very well. Another attack from the flank. This could be it. This could be it. Oh no, they just went right past it. All of these are getting crushed. All these expensive turrets. Power is cut to the pumps. Not that it mattered because they weren't actually mining anything. How is this getting oil? What? Yeah, it's not looking great. They haven't... Where is this oil coming from? Oh, no? Oh, I don't know where this oil is coming from. If I was North, I would be very interested in expanding my wall production. They cut it! They've cut it! What are they doing? No more walls for North. I'm not going to type it because I don't want to, fuck up or anything. So here we can see evidence of Blippi. That's what this is all about. Fun spotting there. Okay, so Clutch is extending the walls, but Will he notice that they're still not getting more oil? When this runs out, it's over. Oh. Pretty big wave here. Now watch here. They're going to place a laser turret. This is going to jump up to 50 megawatts, which they need because they're running right up against it. They need that laser turret. Ghosty and I think the same thing. What's up, Ghosty? Yep. Yellow power. Team South built it. Plus 50 megawatt bonus power live at the pre-placed power interface next to your silo. Oh, they've powered the silo. Oh, that's not free to do. That's 4 megawatts. Ooh, yeah, good spot there. That could pollute. Oh yeah, look at this. It's polluted all of their whatever over here. 266 science from the south right up to the north. Oh my word, that's 75% and 10,000 threat. 10,000 threat. 11,000 now. And they still have not, I don't think they have fixed this. Yeah, they haven't fixed it. They still don't have oil. They still don't have oil in their tank. That's... Yeah, bosses too. South defending. Their wall's gonna hold here, probably. Well, that's a weak spot. Where's Pavev? Davos, you're closer. Oop, 2 big waves. Don't throw it away, Davos. Okay, easily held. How about over here? They need this coal and they need this copper. No vision up north, which probably not a good sign. Wow, that's so lucky. They don't attack the coal. That's so lucky. What are these biters doing? That's so lucky. Wow, that's so lucky. That could have been really bad. Okay, but they do... Nope, the belt holds. Wow, that's... I'm impressed. Well calculated. Okay, the north attacks have manifested. They still have not hooked up their pipes. 363 oil into Dream. And 3 bosses chewing up their defenses. North is going to see the catastrophic state. No, South is going to see the catastrophic state the North is in. And maybe this will prompt them to send more fish, or more science. Bogler trying to defend. I think he's got a shotgun. Yeah, shotgun. Good choice. That said, it's a good choice when you have 1 biter, not when you have like 30. Clutch up here, dealing with multiple bosses at the same time by himself. Will he see that there's no pipe here? Not that it matters. The pipe's cut here as well. I think as they say, it's all over but the crying. This is going to take a Herculean effort to pull back. And I don't know that they can do it. It would be nice to see North pull it back a bit, but I'm not sure. South has had yellow science for quite a while. They've already sent 550 yellow science. Riding on board with Clutch, he has 12 shotgun shells left. No flamethrower ammunition. And soon, I think, no hope left. Now, I think it's a good idea to kite your biters that you're defending against. I don't think it's a good idea to kite them into your base, however, which, to his credit, he's now kiting them away from his base. Maybe through the base would be more apt, but pretty big wave over here that Kajido's having to use pipes to defend against. When you're ahead, you can play the attrition game. As long as you don't lose your silo, it doesn't matter. As long as you just have more resources you can rebuild. North is not in that position. North is behind 25,000 iron, 70,000 copper. That said, North is ahead, 3,000-ish steel and 6,000 stone, but will it matter? Yep, 6% till Behemoth Biters. When they hit Behemoth Biters, it's truly over. Like, they're already not really able to hold against big biters. How are they going to defend against Behemoths? Clutch kiting away from the base. Good focus. They have capsules now. Looks like this is a slowing capsule. That said, they have biters at their silo. Well, next to the silo. They're taking a detour. A bit of an appetizer, if you will. I think we're about to see a GG, or a whole bunch of fish get scattered to the wind. I'll move my cursor out of respect, maybe. They know what's happening. We don't need to have our mouse cursor over it. Kachido killed, Runebogler killed. Just Clutch, hoping to clutch it out, but I don't think it's gonna help because they have lost their silo. Good game. Pretty good game. Again, we see the execution of the flamethrower strat not perhaps going as they had hoped it would go, because again you see catastrophically these pipes were not replaced. And the flanks too wide open, and I'm not sure why they stopped production of their walls. That seemed like what they were trying to do. Maybe they felt that they didn't have time to wait for stone walls to create, and so they needed to fall back to the stone furnaces. But with that all said, couldn't they have I don't know how to go back to the I don't know how to go back to, here we go. Nope, this button. They had assemblers too, so they could have make this, they could have upgraded these to assembler 2s. I'm not sure I understand what was happening on that one. I had extra science here, but I think once you're behind and into the defending mode so consistently that you don't really have time to maybe execute on what would be the best strategy. Is your finger is in the dike, shut it, and you have to hold back the water. And how can you think of what's going to happen tomorrow if you have to spend time holding back the water? So the outcome of this match was Busbiters versus MCP, and it's going to be Busbiters taking the win. Well played. Alright, gang. I actually need to get dinner started, unfortunately. It's 5:30. So I need to dip. Let me see if I can raid someone, maybe. Let me raid. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Ghosty, I think. Raid OG Ghosty. Ghosty's casting. I think. Oh, I don't know if he's gonna hang around.
And there is a fine line of what.
Okay, let me send everyone over to Ghosty, and I'll catch you cats later. I will be casting tomorrow's game. It's gonna be at the same time, hopefully without any tornadoes. Oh, is Sasbar gonna stick around? It'd be nice to give like a player point of view. Let me check. Okay, it sounds like it is. Alright, let's go hang out with Sasquatch for a bit. Ciao, everybody. See you tomorrow.